David from Fondren Park has a question about an epoxy floor.
After at least a decade, he's finally cleaned out the garage.
Good. Now he can use it.
Good work, David. You can get the car out of the driveway. He says, I had the sheetrock replaced with 5/8 painted, nice gray, and the concrete appears to be in good shape, just hella dusty from all the sheetrock work. And I'd like to put some epoxy down, Tom, that looks like this.
Okay.
That's a nice look. He says, I'm not sure what's the best way to prep, or you've always had the best answers for him, he says. So what do you suggest?
All right, I'll give it to you step by step. First off, get a commercial epoxy. That's a 2-part commercial epoxy. Don't use the 1 parts you buy in the box stores because they'll come off on your car tires when you have hot tires. So you use a 2-part epoxy. You have raw concrete now, so the first thing you do is acid wash the concrete. So you use 1 part acid, 3 parts water for every 100 square feet. Just dump it out and push it around with a push broom until you get the whole floor acid washed, and then rinse it clean and let it dry. Now, you go to your first coat would be a 20% thinned epoxy. So you have 1 part A, 1 part B, mix it together equal, and then thin it 20% with an epoxy thinner. Go ahead and use that as your first coat and put it down. Then the next day, the second coat is a full strength A and B, half and half, put it together, put it down, let it cure, let it dry. You can put stuff back on there when it's dry to touch.
Okay.
But you don't drive your car in there for at least 7 days.
A week.
A week is
7
good
days
too.
or a week, whatever comes sooner, right?
First. But that's exactly how you do it, and it works every time. But you got to use the commercial epoxies.
Don't go cheap.
No, it's the same epoxies that you would go into a warehouse and they drive forklifts over.
How do you get that speckled pattern in it?
Well, it depends what you buy, but you end up throwing that out afterwards.
Okay.
But be careful, because if you're not throwing right and you've never done it before,
you get a clump.
I've seen some really bad ones too, and people very upset about it. Then they just end up painting it solid and forgetting it. Mine's just solid at home. I don't want all those speckles.
How about that looks nice?
Solid?
Yeah, I mean, just the epoxy floor.
Yeah, and it cleans up nice. And
you did it, right?
I did it.
Yeah.
It needs to be done again, actually. That was 20 years ago.
If you want to do it again,
yes.
you can always come to my place.
Oh, no.
We got
I'll
a
do
3-car, over there.
The thing is, you got to take all your stuff out of the garage.
Oh, forget it. Okay, all right. Do you have be another decade and a half for me, David? All right. You got a question? Go ahead and send it to us. You can just visit HomeShowRadio.com. Still thinking the idea of cleaning out the garage.
Yes.
Anyway, visit HomeShowRadio.com. Click on that Ask Tom form up in the upper right-hand corner. We'll post your answer just like these videos. Subscribe to our channel, click the bell, and we'll ring yours when we post a new one.